All right, hi. I'm Max Weber, and I'm the one performing this study, and with me I have.
Sam Debkowski.
And Sam, could you tell us a little bit about yourself before we get started here?
I'm 21 years old and I am going to be a senior at Indiana University.
Are you familiar with technology such as the internet and
Yeah,
computers? I'm assuming you use them quite often.
yeah.
All right, so we're going to be conducting a usability test where I have you use a specific website to perform three different tasks. And the three different tasks I'm going to have you perform are signing into an account with Amazon, browsing for the book Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire in Amazon, and then adding that book to your wish list in Amazon.com.
Okay.
Are you ready to get started?
Yes, sir.
All right, so first, we'd like you to start off and show us what the first step you would do is. And then the first task we're going to have you complete is to sign into your account. But before you do that, is there anything on the screen that looks appealing to you or any takeaways you have from this initial screen?
That picture of the girl sitting down in the middle of the screen there is pretty interesting looking at her tablet.
So they have good advertisements. Is that good advertising, you'd say?
That's decent. It did grab my attention, so I'd say so.
Does the site look pretty easy to navigate for the most part?
Yeah, for the most part it does.
Would you mind scrolling up and down the page and seeing if you notice anything in particular?
No, nothing here.
Pretty
Nothing
basic.
too crazy, yeah. Pretty basic.
All right, so we'll go ahead and have you start by signing into an account, and you already have an account, correct?
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
All right, so that was fairly straightforward. And on the last screen, there was an icon for you to sign in, but I noticed that you didn't press that. Can you describe what you did in place of hitting the actual icon on the screen that said sign in?
I just pressed enter instead
Okay.
of pressing the button because it was right there.
Okay. And then the second task we're going to have you complete is to find the book, browse for the book Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire.
Okay. The movie or the book?
The book.
The book.
Okay, so you've used. Can you describe how you used to get to this part right now? What you just did to get to this screen?
Well, I started searching for Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, and it came up as like a recommended choice. So I.
So you just used the search bar and then
Mhm.
it recommended things for you.
Right, and so I went down and pressed enter on Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire.
Was it fairly straightforward, or was there anything that
No, it's pretty
you would
straightforward.
recommend Amazon do to make that easier for you?
Um, no, it was pretty straightforward for the most part.
Okay, so now the third task we're going to have you complete is if you would go ahead and take the chosen book, Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, and add that to a wish list so that you can come back at a later time and
Okay.
easily find that book. So you've clicked on the book,
Yep.
and it's brought you to this screen. Now, what do you notice about this screen?
Well, first thing I looked for was how to add it to the wish list. So I automatically look to the right, and I don't see anything about a wish list, but I see add to cart, which is kind of the same. I see add to list down here, but then I kind of looked in the center and looked at the prices.
So it says add to list. Is that a little ambiguous to you? You're not
What kind
really,
of list?
yeah, you're not entirely
Yeah.
sure what kind of list that is.
I don't know.
Do you think that might be a wish list that you can come back to later, or do you think that's just a list that you can add items to as you're browsing right now?
I kind of think that's what it is more than a wish list.
Okay, so would you mind going up and down the screen and trying to find the wish list?
I don't see a wish list. All I see is a list. And then the cart, but that's all I see.
All right, so we'll go ahead and we'll stick with the paperback version, and then would you go ahead and, if you were going to add this to a wish list, if you wanted to add this to a wish list, would you just forget about it, or would you click add to list to see what that is, or where would you
I would
go
probably
from
add
here?
the list. I'd go add to list, see what happens.
Okay, do you want to go ahead and perform that for us?
Sure. Shopping list, wish list. Okay, that makes sense. Kind of. So now it's added to my wish list.
Yeah. So you performed the 3 tasks that we've asked you to do. Throughout doing that, was there anything that stuck out to you, or anything that was confusing to you?
I just wish that it said add to wish list instead of add to wish or add to list.
So you wish there were multiple options on the home
Right.
screen instead of just having to click add to list and
Right.
find out for yourself.
Right.
Okay, well, I think that concludes our study for the day, and I appreciate your time, Sam.
Thank you.